Hi, welcome to Katonic. In this tutorial, you will build a complex, multi-step ML pipeline with Kubeflow Pipelines without using any CLI commands or SDK. You also won't need to write any code for pipeline components and Pipelines DSL or build any Docker images. You don't need to have any Kubernetes or Docker knowledge to complete this tutorial either. Let's get started. This is Katonic MLOps Platform. To begin setting up a notebook to work with, proceed to the Workspaces section. Create a new workspace. Give your workspace an informative name. Select environment as Jupyter Lab. Select image as Katonic Base. Select the number of CPU and the memory you want to allocate to notebook and proceed to create. Once you create a workspace, it will be in the processing stage. You can connect to the workspace and launch the Jupyter environment once it is in running state. Proceed to click on Connect. This is your Jupyter environment. Let's start with how to get your files and data in the environment. You can upload your data directly from your local machine from here or by cloning a Git repository. To clone a Git repository, go to Launcher and open Terminal. Type bash in the prompt. It will start the bash command. Enter these commands in your terminal to clone the repository. You can find the list of commands in our documentation. Once you run the commands, the repository will be cloned. To see the files, go to File Browser from the left sidebar. You can see the examples folder in the browser. Congratulations on successfully getting your files into the environment. Let's proceed to work with one of the existing examples. For this tutorial, let's go with credit card fraud detection. Open the notebook file from the examples folder. You can see the pre-built Jupyter Notebook. Let's proceed to create pipelines from this notebook. A pipeline comprises one or more nodes that are connected to define execution dependencies. Each node is implemented by a component and typically performs only a single task, such as loading data, processing data, training a model, predicting, or sending an alert. To proceed with creating pipeline, go to the left sidebar and select Katonic Pipeline Deployment panel. Click on Enable. As you enable, you will see tags on notebook cells. These tags state which step of the pipeline is being executed by the code in the cell. To add or edit a tag, click on the Edit icon in the top right corner of the cell. Here you will be able to see multiple options to create a step. Import is used to make a step for import statements. Functions is used to tag all functions into one step. Pipeline parameters is used when you want to pass any parameter at runtime. Pipeline step is used to create pipeline steps. Skip cells is for when you want to skip any cell from running. Please note, pipeline step name must consist of lowercase alphanumeric characters or underscore, and it cannot start with a digit. Moving ahead, let's try to create a pipeline step. Select pipeline step as the cell type. Add dependency of the previous step in the present step to maintain the order of execution and hierarchy. A single step can contain multiple dependencies. Dependencies are indicated by colored dots on top of the cells. Once finished with tagging, we proceed to run the pipeline. To run the pipeline, go to Katonic Pipeline Deployment panel and fill in the required parameter. In Select Experiment, select the same existing experiment or create a new experiment. In Experiment Name, give a new experiment name. In Pipeline Name, give a name to the pipeline that you want to run in the experiment. In Pipeline Description, give a description of the pipeline. Proceed to click on Advanced Settings and enter a Docker image. Select Volume Access Mode as Read-Write Once. Click on Compile and Run to run the pipeline. The pipeline will validate, compile, and then run. The status of these steps will be shown here. Once the pipeline run is completed, you can view the pipe by clicking on View. You can also view the pipeline run from the Run section in the platform. To open it from the platform, navigate to the left sidebar. In the sidebar, go to Run section. You will see a list of all pipeline runs. A successful pipeline run will have a green tick next to it. Open the run you want to view. You can select any component you want and see the visualizations and logs for each of them.